I'm speaking with Suzie Reider from YouTube, and you really are the person that I've wanted to talk to the most at this summit. I think that what YouTube is doing with original content is huge. Tell me, what is YouTube doing with original content?
Bethany, what you'll see is we announced last fall, we are launching about 100 YouTube original content channels. They are rolling out now. We announced the first 30, and you'll hear announcements in the coming week about the next batch of them, but it's everything from pets to sports to pop culture to music.
Wow.
So these are YouTube original channels created by a suite of YouTube original content creators, and we're really excited about it.
How are you connecting with these creators? Do they find you? Did you find them?
Our business development team, so our content partnership team, actually saw 500 or 600 pitches from content creators and selected the first 100 that we're going with.
And I've heard 100 million is going into this. Are there any numbers that you can say?
I'm not going to say numbers.
No numbers are going to be
numbers.
said. What are your favorites that you've seen so far? What should we look for?
There is a channel that you'll see launching called Wigs. There's a Young Hollywood channel. There's a lot of really great music. There's a Bonnaroo channel. You'll see a lot of really cool stuff. Pets.
How are consumers going to be experiencing content a year from now? Are we going to be watching YouTube videos on the big screen at home through our gaming consoles? How do you think we should be consuming content?
Okay, well, I saw a wild stat, which was that over the course of the next couple of years, that the percentage of people who are going to still be on desktops and notebooks for personal use is going to drop to about 4%. I'm not confirming, I'm saying I heard this.
Right,
about
the future is
4%,
coming.
that 96% of all entertainment content that was consumed on a PC or a notebook will be consumed on a tablet. So you figure Apple has sold 50 million iPads at this point, that we're headed fast and furious in that direction. But if you look at what happens in your own household, I don't know about yours, but in mine, my kids are downloading Pretty Little Liars from Amazon. They're buying last season's Modern Family. They're streaming off of Netflix. There's actually very little watching that goes on the big TV.
What are the biggest implications that this has for the advertising buying model and for marketers?
Okay, well, what marketers need to keep thinking about is, with all of this shift in the way people are consuming entertainment media, what doesn't come along with that content is the commercials. So the 30-second spot, sure, it may show up in the full episode player if you're watching something on abc.com that was on ABC, but in all these other instances, off of iTunes or Netflix or Hulu or Amazon or YouTube, the traditional commercial is not coming along. And so marketers really have to think about how they're going to access their audiences with this shift in consumption.
And what's your top advice on how they should do that?
Just pay attention. It's moving fast, so I would just say pay a lot of attention. And we can look at the stats. Last year we saw data at the end of last year that said that for the first time ever, Nielsen reported that installed base of TV was down 3%. We saw a lot of news about cord cutters, and there was a new term, cord nevers, people who in their lifetime will never subscribe to cable.
You come out of college broke, and so why put the investment in?
That's right. So you see a lot of that data, but then you also see data that people are watching more TV than ever, and some cable ratings are up. So my best advice to marketers is just watch and pay attention, because it's just moving very, very fast.
Yeah, my very last question. Are we going to see the end of broadcast TV, or are we going to see a shift in broadcast TV?
No,
What's your projection?
We are not going to see the end of broadcast TV.
Okay, good.
Thanks, Bethany.
Suzie, thank you so much.